Get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball. Going at it on the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgetown Hoyas.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Here are the five for Texas. Roberson, he's in at point guard. Also, Ellis out there. Turner is out there with Doherty. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. Now, here's Trice. Shot's good.
Well, I tell you what, guys, so many great centers have come through Georgetown. For a while, they were the destination for great centers going into college. You can point to any of their teams and find an NBA center on the roster. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
The shot's good from Randall.
And, Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched. By that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
No good from Hudson. The Georgetown Hoyas have had so many great centers. Greg Monroe, Roy Hibbert, some of the more, Greg, recent guys.
Yeah, but don't forget about the one who kind of set that trend in motion. Patrick Ewing was just a dominant force. And then you had Dikembe Mutombo, Alonzo Mourning. And it's amazing. All of these guys we just named were picked in the top 7 of the NBA draft.
He dishes it to Price. Hudson with a screen on Doherty. Here's Price. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Price has got his first points of the night.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. Here's Roberson. Edwards with it. Lays it up and banks it in.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Now Harkless. They set the pick. Passes it to Felix. Rebounded by Hudson. Now Texas with it.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
On the court for the Longhorns, Roberson, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards, and it's Rush in at the 3, the small forward.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
Harkless kicks to Felix. And the pass to Hodges. The 10-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Good.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
They've got Price. Hudson is out there with Warren, and it's Trice, and it's Randolph in at the 2 spot.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in. And that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
On the court for the Longhorns, Roberson, he's in at the point. Also Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the power forward.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the Longhorns making a change here. Davis is checked in. And here's Texas. They lead by 1. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Roberson's got 8 points. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
Davis with it, and it's Nelson picking him up. And Roberson kicks to Davis. Nelson with the steal. Now here's Trice, guarded by Roberson. Kicks to Trice, back to Wilson. There's the pick. The 17-footer. The Hoyas with another miss.
And while the Longhorns don't have any college titles in men's basketball, they have yet to even make it to the final game of the tournament. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, they've got Trice. Nelson is out there with Price. Then there's Hudson, and it's Wilson. 1:10 left to play here in the second half. And here's Freak.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Goes up at the stripe. It's hauled in by the Hoyas.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
To the wing on the left. The fader. And he gets it to go. And Texas leads by 6.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Execution, fellas. Do your job. Freak, you're our leader out there. Execute.
And the Hoyas with some changes. Warren's checked in for Hodges. Price comes in, and Trice is subbed in for Harkless. 32 seconds left here in the second half. Here's Trice. No luck. Nice defense from Roberson. And an intentional foul right there. And that's an intentional foul. Stolen by Randolph.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Good. And now they trail by just 4. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion. No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for the Hornets.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point game. 7 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Here's Felix. Connects from downtown. Roberson off the mark. So we see Texas get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they